Good afternoon. Good afternoon, wherever you are listening from. Let me quickly sign into the Facebook and we can start. Hope you're doing well, everyone. I know some people will be at work right now, so you can watch later. It's quite okay. I'm not working today, so it's easier for me to do my lives. So please bear with me. Let me log into the Facebook so I can be sure I'm also streaming from. I know I did send a notification. Okay, I think this is it. Oh, it's another one. Oh, Chisom, good afternoon. Hope you're well. Happy new month. Happy new month. Happy new month, everyone. I'm sure you're at work. I sent you a message with my other number, so you can check. I did send it 2 days ago. I've resent again so that I'll be able to see your message quickly. Because sometimes I don't check the other number. I pray this month favor us in Jesus' mighty name. As we step into the new month, and it's the Ember month. May we not receive bad news. May bad news not locate us in Jesus' mighty name. It will not locate any of our family members in Jesus' mighty name. Our loved ones, we don't even want it to locate anyone in Jesus' name. So it shall be good news and good news to the end of the year. We'll say the new year will end this new year with praise and thanksgiving. In Jesus' precious name, I pray. Amen. Happy new month, everyone. While I'm trying to find my way to the Facebook so that I can also be live there. I know I did set the notification. I just don't know. What's this one? I don't know. Maybe I think I did. I hope you can hear me. I didn't even find out with that. Okay, so I think I know what happened with the Facebook one. Now I meant to. I think I'll just share screen here. On this page, I will go to my. Did I not bookmark it? Okay, I can see it now. And I think I may be able to share it to public share to my page. Okay, thank you. So please, if you are here, please one just supposed to please make yourself visible so I can acknowledge you, I can greet you, and yeah, and also to check where my can. We give you glory, Lord, as we honor you. This thing is going back. Let me. I don't know where to stop it. Now I'm optimistic now. Click the page. It's the following. Okay. So can I mute it here? I don't know if you will hear me. Okay, good evening, good evening. Hope you're doing well. I said good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Welcome here and happy new month once again. I pray that all our heart desire will be meant for good, the good ones in Jesus' mighty name. And may our expectation God will surpass all our expectation, even on our children as well, our loved one out there. We thank you, Lord, for the new month, Lord Jesus. And I want to talk about the pastor that was we saw it on Instagram that he got himself deleted because his girlfriend or someone that he's been emotionally involved with for years, and he trained that lady to school or sponsor her, and the lady said she's no longer interested. We have it reported that that was the reason why he decided to delete himself. But I think days later, I heard that his family member was out to debunk that it wasn't the reason why the pastor ended his own life. So, what are we? Why am I bringing this on? Is the lesson that we want to draw out of this situation is not about the man himself, but this kind of situation as is not new. It's not new to people out there. What is happening? When people are broken, especially when people have spent couple of years training, sponsoring, being there for their opposite gender, which they believe they are on the same page of loving. And when the other party knows that they are no longer interested in the relationship, but instead of them to let them know they are no longer interested, they keep on going and misleading the other party. I know some people will say, oh, because if they even tell them they are no longer interested, they don't like to let go. We've heard of so many stories as well where maybe a lady will tell a man that I'm no longer interested, and the man will be like, so you wasted my time all this year, or the lady will also feel that the guy wasted maybe his time all this year, or they will say after all I've done for you and all that. So there's so many sides to this living when you're no longer interested. The one of the things that people capitalize on is the time spent and the money that was spent. That was maybe spent. Some you can't always be keeping a diary or a note of every little penny that was spent. Is the huge one that one will remember most of the time, especially maybe there's a school fee, there's some would I say activities in the family that they are trying to also keep up with, to make them look responsible. So it does involve some financial aspect. Those ones they will remember, but those tiny, tiny ones, the day that maybe they decide to give them money for food or transportations, those tiny, tiny ones are not really something that most of them will remember, but the huge one are quite um that's something they will remember. I want to say it's irrememberable. So it hurts when people remember such. They don't want to let go, and it is an also it might baffle some of them. Like, am I dreaming? Is it actually over? No, it just can't be. What will people say are contributing to this? Why some people don't want to let go? What will people say? How will people see me? The other party that is letting go will also be, some of them will like, how will people see me? It is not in every situation that the other party is cheating, because this is one of the things that comes to one heart once we hear that somebody was being sponsored, but if maybe eventually or towards the end of it, or they said they are no longer interested. Everything is not about cheating. It could be things are not just working. If someone decide to help me, maybe give me a lift because they noticed I'm stranded, and they offer to give me a lift and they dropped me and I said thank you. Of course, I will see that person as a nice person as at that time, but I don't know what they do when I'm not there or after they drop me. But in my heart, as at that time, that person has shown a good gesture. That person is quite nice. Because I must have seen other cars that was just passing by without even maybe noticing me or even taking time to stop to ask if they could be of help to me. Some people will ask if they could be of help, but they are not going your way. So you cannot imagine maybe someone that is not even going my way now said, "Oh, where are you going to?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going towards B," and they say, "Oh, my own route is A or D." But you know what? Up in, let me. let me help you to a stage. And they will just decide that, I could just drop you where you're going because they don't want you to be stranded, or where they saw you was maybe they feel it's dangerous for you to be alone there. So is a plus for me. I would say that person as a very nice person going out of their way to help me. But does should that make me to take that person as the very good person generally? I don't know their character at home when I'm not there. I don't know how other people see them. But the very short time I had with them, if I'm asked to give history or to write about them, I would say they are nice. So, okay. So some people they are not compatible. They've started as a loving person. They see themselves as okay with each other, but as time goes on, it wasn't okay anymore. Maybe their behavior wasn't um it's not aligning. I saw someone who's just joined. Please, if you just join, please make yourself visible so I can give you a shout out. I would love to know whenever you come on. Please, and please stay. I will advise that you stay. Don't let me be the only one talking. I would love to have your presence either on the chat comment section, or if you want to join me as well. If you want to join me to drop your sense, let me know. I'll drop the link. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying, that so we don't know why some people decide that they want to go their separate ways. And some of them it could be for the peace to reign, for everyone to have their freedom. So when they see themselves in the near future, there is no clash. They can be able to say hello to each other. It will not be a case of their children meet in future. You're saying no, 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 no. Before it becomes so toxic, it's better when they want to go their separate way. People should stop trying to make it a force that maybe they've been together. Of course, people we can see a lot of people that they look well together. The way people cite their relationship appears so nice and good, and people want them to be together, but we don't know what's happening there. So whenever they're out there, they are putting up a good face because that is what people out there are used to. I'm still coming back another time with another recent one that just happened, and people's belief. No one prays that relationship breakup. So with the pastor, like I said, the family, they said the family, one of the family, or maybe it's the whole family that decide to agree on that the story out there about the pastor that deleted himself wasn't true. That it has to do with maybe another pastor. I don't know if I can find the story. I'll try and search if I can find it. I can put it on the screen. But if not, I'll just go by what I'm saying right now, that that wasn't the actual story, so that did not delete himself based just because of his girlfriend. Maybe it was that was another issue. So, like I said, there are so many scenarios where people, you know, tend to end their own life just because, excuse me, just because the other party is not ready to move to the next level with them, or is tired of being would I say entangled with them. So we out there will see the other party as the wicked one, but we actually don't know what is going on. It is what they put out there for us to see that we'll be judging always. Most times we don't know where the shoe pinches. We can always assume or can relate. If you've had your shoe being maybe it was hurting you at the back of your heels before, you can tell, but you're not the one it's happening to us at that time. So if they feel that they cannot breathe, then we have to let them be. Let me just check that there's a volume from the Facebook one. I don't want the live stream to be more than 90 minutes, which is 1 hour 30 minutes. So I would say right now we spend 20 minutes, though I use about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of, that's a setup or see maybe I will see people to join in. That's a setup or see maybe I will see people to join in. Okay, so we are good. So we are good. Okay, like I was saying, so the issue of maybe a lady is no longer interested or a man is no longer interested, we start thinking of how long they've been together, the time spent that was being wasted. But I'm going to say there's one thing that I had to in my when you have your personal time to just think. When it comes to relationship, there's always something to gain out of it. Either um there's a negative part, there's a positive part. So they've all learned from that relationship. It's just that their take home points, that what each and individual decide to use as their take home point could be the bad side. Some will say, "Oh, I will show men." Why the other one will say, "I will show ladies." So they instantly want to take that revenge out from the other, whoever comes their way regarding love story, which is not what it should be. So um I feel it's something that one should sleep on when it's coming to such decision, and maybe they should start communicating that gradually. I also feel that some of these people they do have they see the signs before it comes to the end finally. Maybe that the other party is not connecting as they used to before. So it becomes something that they will say they are suspecting or they are being suspicious of each other. I just feel then they will know that this thing isn't as it used to. Are they trying to pretend to continue to keep it on along? And sometimes what happened, why some of them are still trying to keep moving it on, they might have done with the relationship being in love with each other in the past, maybe through 2 to 3 years, but because of the family that knows them, because of maybe friends that know them, they want to use that to continue. Meanwhile, they are no longer in would I say emotionally, they are no longer together. They already see that they are breaking off. They are breaking off gradually. Things aren't working between them. Maybe it could be academic wise, work wise, so many things, but they if they are here before they were, you know, thing that started coming down, dropping down, but they kept putting up the good face. They kept trying to see if they could patch things together, and they just keep. And it could be the other person is in a new position, and they find themselves not maybe relating well or um, being compatible in a way. There's so many attributes to this. It's easier for people out there to think to quickly want to go for or ask who said they are no longer interested. It is that person that people will face as the wicked one. Look at you, this one after many years. But we never can know if that person is actually saving themselves. Yeah, sometimes some people are saving themselves from DV. If they argue a lot and they've been trying and they see that it's not working, DV is starting to set in, and they know that they say this is not the person I know before, then it might be safe for them to know, to leave so that they can leave. Because if they don't leave, it could be years, 2 years, 3 years later into the marriage, they will not be able to live anymore. When I mean leave, LIVE, they will not, they would have, the other party might delete them out of this world. The other party might not delete them um physically, but emotionally, they are no longer in this world. They are insane, they are not mentally okay. Everything is not just working for them career wise. They are not moving on. In everything, they might even be in the hospital. So many things could be happening to them. Meanwhile, they could have left that relationship long time ago. And if they've left the relationship long time ago, it would have been okay for them to carry on with their life and career and all that. Please give me a minute. Sorry about that. The noise is a bit high, so I need to let them know I'm online. So, like I was saying, there's so many reasons to it. I am not saying backing up that people should leave their relationship, please, because some people they only listen to some certain parts, they don't listen to the end or get the message well, they run with it and start going to your inbox and start typing, oh, why are you encouraging people to leave their home or their relationship? No, no. If it's going to be something that is going to be face, or you say that is very toxic, and if you know that when you finally settle, it's going to be an issue. You will know you should know your partner at a certain stage that maybe they are not the type that forgive easily. You will even hear some men will be saying, or some women will be saying, if a man do this to me, I will this one. If a man do this to me, you start knowing that you don't think you can live with this kind of a person because you can't keep up with their, maybe, would I say, act or character. So yes, if you know it's not something you can keep up with, have a discussion with the person. I actually still believe in communication a lot. Then you start knowing if you need to start making a plan. You don't need to deceive that person, but when you start noticing, the person too will start noticing that your attention to the relationship has dropped. It's better people respect that rather than do the pretense and keep the other party on hold for years, then later delete them. We don't know the mental state, so that's another part of it. So I just thought I should bring that on. I wanted to just emphasize on, why some people leave relationship, why it's advisable that, don't let it be too long. Once you start seeing that you guys are no longer attached, emotionally attached, if you think you need help to maybe bring yourself back to the track, do that. You can have a discussion with your partner if they need to also support you. And if you know they are not the type that are patient enough to take that in, have a word with some people that can help you. But if you still see that it's not working or you're already having an emotional connection with someone else, don't waste the other man's time or the other woman's time. It's not fair. Let them be able to leave so they at least they can have a chance. They can know that they are not dating themselves and they are not alone. I mean, they know that they are alone, so it's easier for them to, then I think it's enough, then they'll have enough time to heal rather than you've left them 2 years ago but you're misleading them thinking that the person would think you guys are still in love. Meanwhile you've left long time ago, they are still just they're the one dating themselves. It's not fair. Remember that even their sweat, the time wasted and all that would tell on you. They don't need to open their mouth and start cursing. It's not fair. Let's think of tomorrow. Let's think of our tomorrow and our children and all that. There's so many things that attach to some people not wanting to go on with the relationship anymore. It's not just about, oh, he spent the money after many years. There are a couple of things that they might not be able to cope with that made them to leave. So going back to the questions the topic, which I said, what is the best way to deal with this situation? Those are the things. The best way for me is once you know, start having the communication. If you want to get seek help from someone else, depending on how you know your partner. Some people can take it. They just don't want to hear it. They're stubborn, or is their own is just facing like this. They don't want to see pause. Let's think of it this way. So you will know how you can present your words. And if you think you need help to make yourself to love that person, what is happening, you want to check, why am I not like this person is not no longer in my heart? Is it because of maybe finance, or they are doing something wrong? Then have the discussion with them that this thing they're doing, I don't like it. It's not going to make me feel comfortable for the future. I know that there's so many things that needs to be discussed, or you need to kind of discuss, communicate with the person and see if things work. And if they're not changing, then you know that you can't really keep up with it anymore. Then of course the person will start knowing that at least you guys had discussion about so thing, you guys argue about so thing. They already start having a little bit of insight that this thing might not work, or you guys might not work, rather than just waiting for 5 years. Then you now say, oh, I'm no longer interested. Welcome. And you now said, oh, I'm no longer interested. Just like that. I know people's stories are different. It's just the few one that we can kind of pinpoint. So best way to deal with it is find a way of breaking the news. Someone you might not have to let that person be alone. You might let maybe their family members or friends has to be there, but is you never can tell what they are going to do next. Some might even be fine that very day, second day, it might be the third day that they just feel like, you know what, I can't keep up with this. It's just not working, and they just feel like, they want to end their life, which is not fair. So for me, it's a no, please. And also, if if you want to sponsor someone, which is another point I want to bring out, if you want to sponsor someone, please do not let it be on a return back, a love return back. Don't let it be like an investment, because as time goes on, you start wanting to have that sense of entitlement on them. I'm talking from experience. I've seen this couple of places. When I say experience, doesn't mean that it happens to me. It doesn't mean that it happens to me exactly. But if you want to help someone genuinely. Don't help someone on the except you guys have a contract. It's like, oh, you're coming to borrow 20,000. What do you want to use it for? Okay, so then, okay, I'll help you. You have a problem, family issue, I'll be assisting you. But this is the promise. You will make sure you be a good person. I would love to marry you, but if it doesn't work, let me know at social time to know when you're no longer interested, rather than wasting my time. I just feel that, in a nutshell, don't let it be a love. Love me back in return, because people are growing. Seriously, people are growing. This is not what I looked like before, and I've grown. I've changed in so many ways, face, puffy face, and all that. So many things are people are changing seriously. So let's be would I say be careful when it comes to helping helping someone out there. People are changing. The phone I love few years ago, it might be the next 3, 4, 5 years. I don't like it anymore. I want something better. When they first started, they have grown from the very onset when they started. So, and they feel things differently, also based on people's environment or where they work. There's so many things, the circles they move with could make a lot of things change. People upgrade themselves. And also, please, if you're sponsoring anyone, it's advisable that you also upgrade yourself. Because sometimes if you sponsor someone and the person is shooting up high there, and you just stay on the same spot, by the time they are done and they are looking down like this all the time, their neck could be pinning them. Why don't you move up a little bit so that when they look down, they are not really always like this. They could I could be looking at something down like this, and we can still be relating. I can see someone who is more taller than me, and I'm talking to them. As long as I'm not like close to them like this, I'll be able to talk to them. But if I'm like this, I can still. But if it's down there, it's gonna be difficult. I don't know if you get this scenario that trying to create here. Try to upgrade yourself a little bit, if at least a little bit. Don't just remain on the same spot. It might not be academically, but if the person, if you're sponsoring someone academically, most of the time, I'm going to tell you the truth that I have seen. 80% of the time, if you don't upgrade yourself or you're not up there, it will be difficult for that relationship to really move very well. Initially, they might try to put onto it, a lot put onto it just because they want to repay you of the favor you did to them while they were low, when things were down, or if not that you were the one that they might not be up there that they are at the time. So a lot will remember, a lot of people, but some will think at least God will send someone to me, but they are no longer in that emotional relationship with you. There is no, they can't find themselves relating that well with you. So I will advise that, please, if you want to sponsor someone, do it for the sake of you're doing it. If you want something back, which like if you want to say, oh, you pay me back financial, the financial aspect of it, 80%, so percent. Don't leave it at you must love me back, because when the love is no longer working and they pretend, when they pretend and you guys finally get married, first year, second year, you guys will just notice that you will notice that when you talk to her, she's not responding well, or she's cold, or if you've spoken to him, it's not just working, and you'll be wondering, is it the class? What do you want?
No, mine. Fine.
Once the battery
Actually,
is
use
dead,
it. Okay.
thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so please do not use a love to um don't, if you want to sponsor someone, I don't think you should expect them to love you emotionally back. Yeah, most times it doesn't work. Most times it doesn't work. And you need to keep checking every like a year or two. You can keep discussing with the person and asking, are we still on the same page? I know some, because of what they're going to get from you, they won't tell you the truth, but it's either you keep asking and letting them know that you rather just take it now that being having your most of your time wasted, and you let them know if you are going to stop the help you're rendering, or you won't be able, you will still carry on. Some will tell you anyway. So for me, do not use love to tie someone down, and it's a form of trying to put someone in bondage as well. If the people sponsoring, if you want love in return, it might not really work that way with the other party. Thank you, Erumbi Brenda. Thanks for joining me. Hi, thanks for joining me. Hope you're well and happy new month to you. Let me know where you're watching me from, please. Thank you. Your thumbs up done. Thank you. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. Okay, you're from YouTube because I was read. Yeah. Thank you. So, happy new month to you. I was talking about, the best way to deal with when people sponsor their spouse, someone they are in love relationship with, and they expect them to marry them. I'm saying generally now, of recent, 80% of them don't want to marry the same person who sponsor them. We shouldn't always be taking the other party as the bad one. Maybe we don't know how their relationship has gone. Maybe whoever is sponsoring has been bossy. The person might be monitoring them too much, might be talking to them anyhow. They just feel that they can't spend the rest of their lives with this person. Marriage is something that how we were brought up. It should be a lifetime thing. But right now, we've been saying it that if you know it's very toxic, then please do not stay keep saying, "Oh, it's because it's the marriage is for better for worse," because you might be deleted. When I mean deleted, me log out of this world. So we advise that you leave to leave. That is very if it's very very toxic. But before you get there, start seeking for help. We know people will pray. Prayer is very good, and also have a discussion with maybe whoever you think you're having the same issue with, or whoever you think will help. um Therapy not just about just your friends that you just be gossiping, those who will give you a good advice, and you can practice, give it a try. If it's working, if it's not working, then back off. So I just advise that people should not, for men or woman, if you know you're sponsoring someone and you want love in return, maybe you should have it at the back of your mind that if this person says disappoint me tomorrow, I will be fine. It will hurt, but I I will be fine. Rather than think it's saying, "Oh, if this person leave me, that's the end of me." If it's going to get to that, don't do it. Don't do it. If you have 80, just give 40. If you that you know when they disappoint you, you will be fine. You might struggle, but it's not like you're gonna start thinking of ending your life, deleting your life, rather than so. And also the person you're sponsoring, once they're no longer interested, they could pretend. And once you guys are together, maybe you finally get married, you will not enjoy the marriage because their heart is not with you. So those are my points here. You say you're from Dubai. Thank you. How is Dubai? I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for joining me once again. Thank you. So Erubi Brenda, are you a YouTuber? Let me know. So sponsoring people and all that, that's it. And I got another one, which another topic, which is I saw on relationship therapy, where a side chick was actually trying to I don't want to use the word that Facebook YouTube are going to flag. She was trying to take control of the legal wife situation. That's what I want us to. Excuse me, I'm trying to see if I can put that on the screen, then we can listen to it. What the lady was saying. Do you think she should respond? And I think my topic says sponsorship and ads. Let me see if I can even get it. And on Facebook, I'm not sure if it was really showing the main topic of the day. Let me try my YouTube. So I said sponsorship and ad break. And the case study I want us to do with. Thank you. So I'm just gonna send the. So the story is a side chick decided to, would I say, send a message to the legal wife, and the legal wife decided to seek for help at I think relationship therapy, something something, couples therapy page, to ask that how should she respond. I'm sharing it because I wanted us to also learn from it. It doesn't have to happen to us. We could find someone later in future who could be in this kind of situation. We would remember that, oh, this is how this thing should be handled. Sometimes because all these things are not expected, um, people don't know how to respond to it or advise people, those who might have the issue. Hold on. Phew. So just give me a minute so that I can. Erumbi, do you understand the story so far? Do you have anything you want to say? Or do you want to also come speak? I can drop the link if you want to. Do you understand the story so far? What I've said so far? What are your what are your take there? Your opinion? Let me hear from you. I appreciate you for joining me. It's a local video. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that on right now. Then
Okay, guys, we have a story from TikTok. That screenshot you are seeing over there is a message she received from her husband's side chick. She has not responded, so she wants to know the best way to handle this. Let me read her story. Good afternoon, Nurse Chi. My husband's mistress derives joy in humiliating me. A small girl of 22 years. My second child is of the same age with her. Please, I want to know how to handle this. I don't know what my husband told her that gave her the effrontery to ask me if I'm truly pregnant. I don't want to start banting words with a small girl. How do I deal with this girl? Okay, let me read the girl's message. The message the girl sent to her. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? Hope you are taking good care of our husband. Please don't be offended. I saw you with a big tummy that looks like a baby bump. Are you pregnant or is that a disease? He told me he no longer touch you, even when you sleep on the same bed. Is he the one lying to me or are you cheating on him? I know it's late and you'll probably be sleeping now. Please reply my message when you see it. Good morning, madam. You still haven't replied me. It's just an innocent question. So she has not responded to the message, and according to her, the last time this girl has been frustrating her, the last time she slapped the girl, the husband dealt with her. So now she wants to know how best to deal with this issue. So, if you are to handle this, what are you going to do? Okay, guys, we have a story from TikTok. That screenshot you are seeing over there is a message she received from her.
thank you. So as you can hear the story, Erumbi Brenda, please let me know. Are you still here? Can you still hear me? So the lady, let me first of all answer the question, which is do not engage. It's very important not to engage. And I know that sometimes you've tried and tried and tried, but they are just not getting it. They are still coming to poke you. That's when maybe you want to respond. But I will advise most of the time, do not engage with the side chick. You have business with your own husband. And you can see from the story, she said that person and her first daughter are the same age. So it's the man that is messing himself up. Advise women, always have something doing so that you start planning for your exit, because very soon the man might not even be performing his own responsibility in the house anymore. Or in the you and the first wife will be saying, or the legal wife will be saying, I'm staying because of my children. So you can be able to look after your children, even if the man decides to pack up. Because some men, when they notice that they've tried to frustrate you, you're not leaving, they will pack out of the house. They'll go and be living with the side chick. So therefore, please don't engage with the side chick. For the side chick to have your number, I don't know how she got to have your number. Maybe you guys live in the same vicinity or wherever, no matter how, anyway. But do not engage so that she will stop. When she, what they said, silence is the best. Would I say respond for a fool, or to get out of some people that want to, for troublemakers. Way. Don't engage. That's my advice. She said good afternoon or good evening or good night, whatever, ma. She typed the message. The next day, you haven't responded. And she's asking again that, oh, you've not responded. That is just an honest question. Because your husband has told her that he's not touching you again. Let's say, for example, truly, if your husband is not touching you again, maybe that's the promise your husband has given to her, and is fulfilling the promise whenever he's not engaging with you. You don't have business with her. In fact, she's giving you a clue of what your husband has been telling her, because some men, in order to get into a new woman's lap, they will need to spoil their wife. The same way for some ladies or women, so that they can gain the new man's attention, sympathy, and few other things, they will need to spoil their man. It goes, you know, hand in hand. So don't engage. If your husband is not touching you again and she just confirm me, don't answer. The question of, oh, if she wants to know maybe you're pregnant or maybe it's a disease, she's taunting you. She's taunting you. Don't respond. Concentrate on your children and your work and your exits. When I mean exit, because this man might leave you guys to, cater for the bills alone. He might even, they might travel together. They might He might not even do anything. You might not even see him for days or for weeks or wherever anymore. And he can come up one day and say he's no longer interested in you. So don't engage with this lady, because there's time for everything. Our own time will come. And she's still a child. To her, she feels she's exploring everything. When it's time, give them 10 years and more. They will get tired of each other. Someone that the man can give birth to. The man has already had a child as his age mate. So it shows that she has manners. Some people won't understand. They won't feel what they are doing until when it's now left to them alone. So right now she feels she has a battle with you. So she's battling with you, and she has it at the back of her mind that, oh, she must get rid. When I mean get rid, I don't mean like to delete someone, but like maybe she wants to have the total control of the man, but in a way maybe the man is still having it at the back of his mind that, oh, maybe he's not talking about his family. So she feels if she push you guys to the side, then the man will concentrate on her alone. Let them be. See, you see, when you face the road like this, concentration, you let the man concentrate on him alone. If he choose to, if you've tried to try your possible best, you've prayed, you've fasted, you've tried to seek for help, and he still wants to go. Some people, if they are not burnt, some, if they don't have that single electric shock, No, they will not learn. Just keep praying so that it doesn't also affect your own children or yourself. So if your man want to concentrate on her, then after a few months you'll get tired of it. Or years, I don't know, God knows how he allowed things to go to run. Then she'll start seeing some of the things you were condoling in the house. Yeah, the in where I come from in my Yoruba and they will say efiniwa, meaning you see our character, our behavior is like a flame, steams. No matter how you cover it, it will find an escape route and it will come out. People will like, where is that flame coming from? Where is that smoke from coming from? Where is that steam? Yeah, it will definitely come out. So once the man will start showing what you have been covering up. Let's say, for example, let's look at you, Edoche. I've come to some of conclusion that some of the characters we know with you then was being covered by his wife, his legal wife. Right now, you is behaving somehow, is behaving like a tout, he doesn't even want to seem to have respect for elders and all that. So you can imagine, like, okay, I think his wife has been the one trying to make him look okay, behave okay. And the long so when they are no longer together, he brings up his own normal boyish character. Well, good luck to them. So with this man right now, the lady is still seeing the very good side of the man. So very soon she will start seeing when the man is grumpy, when the man is maybe where the man lack, maybe the man doesn't flush the toilet, the man doesn't do this one, the man she will start seeing all those things that you've seen, you've maybe either complained of or decide to start putting up with, sucking it in and getting used to, you know, living together so that there will be harmony. She might not be able to take it. And take what the number of years you have seen, that lady has not seen it. So she still has more to experience. That lady that is doing this to you, give her 10, 20 years. She will advise some other younger ones not to follow that route because she has gone through it. So, but as at the time she's going through it, she feels she's the best. She feels she's doing everything better. Even if she has at the part of her mind that she's going to leave the man when the man starts to misbehave, but you know what? It's in her record and she's using that as a learning curve because she's still going to be beaten. She's still going to be having, she will have some lessons to take home there. So for me, the woman should not engage. Do not respond. I know you heard to hear that is your tummy that is big. Is it a disease or whatever? She's taunting you. It's like somebody taunting me. Is my tummy? Is it a disease? Am I pregnant? I'm not pregnant. I have big tummy. Oh, someone wants to ask me, am I pregnant? I have a puffy face or I'm big, wherever. It's their own cup of tea. I don't let that bother me anymore. So some people you don't just engage. When you're responding back to some, you're actually giving them more time to start just disengage or give them space. So for me, the woman engage, don't engage. You now even know that if you do anything, your husband is coming to bounce on you. Let them be. Give them their freedom. Good luck to them. May God continue to be with you and your family that you will be able to cater for. I know most women are also sucking a lot in because of the school fees. But if she says the lady is 20 something years old, I'm sure your daughter uh can, if it's a son that you had first, can start looking for something to also help in the house so that you just believe that that man has gone on holiday. If it's long time holiday, once they show him Pepe, he will know the road back home. Some of these men, they don't come back until when they have one illness or they are towards their end and they know that's when they remember that they have a first love. They know that the first love will be the one who can nurture them. The one they've enjoyed with, they know they won't stay. Those ones will go. That's when they know and they remember that they can ask for forgiveness of sin. I have seen someone before who said, "Oh, he needs to enjoy his life. That if anything happens in near future later, that he will apologize to his first wife, but he wants to enjoy his life right now." Because they believe all people need is forget to ask for forgiveness. then they know that, next thing people will start saying, oh, he's repented, he's changed, is this one, and the woman would start nursing his illness. Meanwhile, he's going to enjoy himself. Mhm. Everyone with their own. I tweeted the topic yesterday about a man who was giving story. I saw that on uh, Instagram as well. That they were saying the man is left alone while his wife has gone to do omubo. Please, if you just join, please let me know and I can acknowledge you. And remember to give the video a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Yeah, so like I was saying, as I was saying, so some of them already know they will the main issue is just to say to apologize and be sober, wherever, but they know when the time is right, they will do the right thing. As at the time they are still agile and everything is fine, they want to enjoy their life. So you telling them to be stuck with a woman that maybe they are no longer emotionally connected with, it's like you're punishing them. So but when sickness comes or things are not good, they've come to towards the like they are on the last level. They remember the first one who could take who they maltreated. That oh, that's the person they need to say sorry to, and some of them will even be saying, uh, for whatever I have done to you. They know some of the things which they meant to. They are actually supposed to mention, but they will say if I have offended you in any way, to me, I see it in a way that you're not actually ready to for the change or for the you're not apologizing. You know some of them. Why don't you mention some and say for every other one, maybe that I've not mentioned or I can't remember, you are seeking for forgiveness of sin. But now say if I've offended you, how would you say they've not offended? They might tell you they have forgiven you, but you know you've offended. They say you've done something wrong, or let's say okay, in the few past things I've done wrongly, like and so thing, you're human and I know it's not easy to still be on by this time, make mention of some or be specific. It's not for you for them to start. They will now start saying, if I've wronged you in any way, which one is if I've wronged you? And instantly the person say, no, you did not wrong. I've forgiven you long time ago. Yeah, they're forgiving you, but they have not forgotten. You already know the response you're going to get from them, but be specific. If you want to be truthful to yourself, say, during so thing that I have done this to you, when I've abandoned you and the children, or when I've abandoned you when you are I'm meant to be there for you, at time, at times I wasn't even throwing caution, even when I know, but I kept going. And just mention those things. Not for to start saying what if you know I have wronged you. I think in that way you're still trying to look for another escape route. If God saves that person, most of them they won't stay for a while. They will go out again. Their eyes will be seeing another lady or another man that they want to marry. So, like I said, for me with this lady, please do not connect. I'm going to play it again so that we can understand the story for because I noticed someone just joined.
Her husband's side chick. She has not responded, so she wants to know the best way to handle this. Let me read her story. Good afternoon, Nurse Chi. My husband's mistress derives joy in humiliating me, a small girl of 22 years. My second child is of the same age with her. Please, I want to know how to handle this. I don't know what my husband told her that gave her the effrontery to ask me if I'm truly pregnant. I don't want to start banting words with a small girl. How do I deal with this girl? Okay, let me read the girl's message. The message the girl sent to her. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? Hope you are taking good care of our husband. Please don't be offended. I saw you with a big tummy that looks like a baby bump. Are you pregnant or is that a disease? He told me he no longer touch you, even when you sleep on the same bed. Is he the one lying to me, or are you cheating on him? I know it's late and you'll probably be sleeping now. Please reply my message when you see it. Good morning, madam. You still haven't replied me. It's just an innocent question. So she has not responded to the message, and according to her, The last time this girl has been frustrating her, the last time she slapped the girl, the husband dealt with her. So now she wants to know how best to deal with this issue. So, if you are to handle this, what are you going to do? Okay, guys, we have a story from TikTok. That screenshot you are seeing over there is a message she received from her husband's side chick. She has not responded, so she wants to know the best way to handle this. Let me read her story. Good afternoon.
Okay, as you can hear, I think it's played twice already. So best way to undo it, and like I said, is please do not engage. Do not bring yourself to a level. Do not let a process whereby maybe if you even respond and your husband is coming to deal with you, or your husband, your first daughter who is the same age, or we see your son that was the same age with the side chick of your husband, would now go and meet her or want you to have kind of fight her or confront her and all that, then it becomes more elaborate. You guys should concentrate on yourself because the man is not focusing on you guys. So while you're concentrating on yourself, continue to be praying, but you keep walking, so that because you don't know how long your husband that has left home is going to take. He is on a journey. With the journey, he might not come back. When I mean not come back, I don't mean that it's going to be deleted. It might not come back, meaning he might be stuck there. The woman can, even another woman might even hijack him from the young lady. So, and it depends. It might go for 10 years, it might go on for 3 years. But you know what? Don't keep yourself idle. Keep working, keep praying. So that even if you eventually come back, if he comes back strong, good luck. If he doesn't come back strong, that you have to nurture him, you have strength, you have money, your children would have grown and move on. He himself will know that you guys are no longer in the same level. You are the one now doing him a favor if you choose to. But with the little girl, the young lady, please don't engage yourself before it becomes a rivalry issue that it will start evolving fetish way. You never can tell how far some people could go. If this lady notice that she's sending you a message, you're not responding, later I will start taking it out on the man. At least the man will not come home and be asking you that, oh, isn't it that my young side chick is asking you a question, why can't you answer? At least you can say that one that you don't want to answer. You should go and be answering. He knows what he's told her. Either yes or no, that's their own cup of tea. Don't answer her. That's just mine. Don't answer her, please. Get yourself busy with something else. Don't let her matter bothers you. And always have it at the back of your mind that our own era is coming. That one is for sure. Our own era is coming. That's if he's not even a job. If the man is financially okay, there are some other ladies that will be eyeing the side chick that how come is the man is looking at you alone? We too we're fine now. They too want to hijack the man. That's what lady does. Most ladies out there that they are not too serious with their life. What they do is side chick. So like I said, those ones that's their main purpose is to get someone husband or being lazy, meeting people that are financially okay to fund them to make their life look rosy. So they will want to also have the same taste of what you're having, that you shouldn't be the only one enjoying. So she too will face um another lady that will want to drag the man from her. Then she will take her focus will leave you. She will not have your own time to start texting you if your tummy is big. It is another lady that she's noticing, maybe the man is trying to catch your husband's attention, because at that time she will think she has the man to herself. Once she starts seeing another lady trying to catch the man's attention, then she asks someone else to rival with, to have a fight with, or to start, so she would be the one that will not have rest of mind. You will have rest of mind facing your children and all that. If possible, if possible, if you guys can even relocate from that area, that will be fine. But if you ignore her for a long time, before you know, if the man is financially okay, the another woman will want to hijack him from the lady, and the lady will start focusing on those people. They won't focus on you anymore. It's just a matter of time. It's not easy. It's easier said than done, I know. But continue to just be you, work hard and face your children. Continue to pray as well. If God says it's going to come back, it's going to come back. But I just pray that when it comes back, you don't have more work to do, because some of them has been emptied, like emptied like emptied, even apart from finance, health wise, they are not okay. So it's now more work for you to do. That's a sad one anyway, but that's all I feel. Please do not engage. For those people who are they have the infantry to be, to taunt the legal wife. It's not fair. No matter what the story the man you're dating is telling you about their wife or whatever, it's not in your place to fight their fight. Deal with the man you're dating, not the side chick. I mean, not the first wife, not the wife, even if it's the second wife or the third wife. Have your business with the man. And if you're the legal wife, whatever, please do not engage, for Christ's sake, for your sanity's sake, for your future, for your children, and for everything. I'm sure you will find reward in not listening to them, in not responding. Excuse me. Trying to close this. Yeah. So you find reward in not responding, and later, that's what I know. Because if they notice you're not engaging, you're not responding, you're not doing anything, they will back off. They'll face something else. There's a prayer that I used to pray then, and they make us to be praying. Those people who wants to give us trouble, may God give them work to do. Somebody who is planning to give me trouble, if God decides to give them trouble, or something happened that they keep focusing on that because they want to solve that problem, they will not have time to start thinking of how to trouble me. So may God trouble my trouble, whoever wants to trouble me. If God troubles them, give them that trouble, and they have something else to focus on. You see, all those things they've planned to do to me, they won't be able to do it anymore, because their focus has been shifted to something else. Yes, their focus has been shifted to something else. They now want to do, if they're pregnant and they are throwing up, if they're pregnant and they are throwing up every now and then in the morning, they are not getting themselves, they will not really have much time to start thinking of how to disturb me. So that's why I say, may God give them work, that work that will keep them busy. So whatever plan they have to torment or make me very uncomfortable, God have shifted their attention to something else they want, and I'll be living my own life. They will just notice later that, oh, this lady that I actually wanted to deal with or do something to, you know what, it's been how many times, a while ago, let me just let, they will have focus in something else, and that is our prayer. I pray that every woman that is going through this kind of a thing, God will give them the ability, to handle it well. It's not easy. It's not easy knowing that your partner or your husband, your wife is actually dating someone else, and the person they're dating would I say, trying to taunt you, sending you messages, and they are trying to come into your space. Basically, that's what it is. It's not easy to want to see that happening to you, and you'll be thinking of what should you do. You don't have a rest of mind. You're thinking of your children. Some of them even want to, when they see that you're going to a particular place, that's when they want to go. They just want to be on your way, and it's not nice. For those who are doing it, I pray that you have a change of mind, because you know what? It's still coming back to you. That's one thing. It's coming back to you as long as you're still alive, except you ask for forgiveness of sin. When I mean forgiveness of sin, as in you change your way and you ask forgiveness, that's maybe okay. God might give you a mad punishment to go through, but you know what? If you still continue to do it, that man will still change, the woman will still change, you will still see their true character, which the other woman you were taunting were kind of condoling, you will see it. You might not be able to take it, or you have those regret that, oh, I don't know the man was like this. I don't, yes, they are, or I don't know the woman was like that. Yes, she is. It's because all that is glitter is not gold. Maybe you saw the person very nice, gold, everything. The man is looking kicking. You don't know that the wife is also making him look well, giving him rest of mind, or is the man that is also looking after her. But you decide that, oh, you want to have that person. You don't know what their partner have contributed to make them look that okay. It's not contribution. Is not about finance. It could be of rest of mind, listening to them, rubbing minds and so many things. Some people, well, when they are together, things are going well for them. What I mean, things are going well. Some, it could be even their businesses, it could be their contract, things are going well, things are going, there's no more trouble. But when they're with another person, things are they struggle a lot to things that they get under maybe 3 4 months. It could take them years, a year or more. Some things are not just working right. Sometimes those are the things that some people will observe and you know what, they'll pack their shoes. I think I need to go back. So that's my take here, guys. Let me know what you think about this case. For the first topic that we treated, please, if you know you want to sponsor someone, do not make it on the basis of they must love you back. Because that love thing, they might not even know themselves that they won't love you for a very long time. Because if they love you as at the beginning, you don't know how long it's going to be. This is thing. They might not know. Yeah, they might not know. And I said that some might not know. They was like, oh, we love ourselves. See, when I was in school, there are so many people that, oh, like, I love this person. You start thinking of the future. I don't even know what they look like now. So that's how it is. And I know I'm a very loyal person. So you will now start thinking, oh, growth has come. Yeah. And some, when you see them maybe on Facebook, you see their picture or whatever, you start wondering, um, is this the person I was liking that time? Like few that years ago, was I okay? Yeah. You start wondering, like, that's that's children for you, that's growth. There are some that you'll be surprised, like maturity are certain. That's what I would say. So someone might not know, they will not be able to go ahead with you. Some might be willing to the end, but your character or things are not working well, and they feel it's better and it's safe for them to leave rather than being in a toxic relationship, or where you guys will not respect each other's view. So they rather let you go and be with someone that will be of your own class. Some is class, some it could be the family, some is finance, some are reckless, some are restless, some are heartless. I mean, so it could be different reasons, but please do not delete yourself just because someone this refuse to go ahead, take the next step with you after you spent money. And I gave another advice that, please, if you know you're in a relationship, somebody is sponsoring you, you're no longer interested, advise that please do let the person know, stop wasting their time, remember their sweat. They could have denied themselves of so many things. Some should have actually party with their friends, socialize, build houses, do so many things, but they deprive themselves from doing that just because they want to see you through, they want to see you happy, they want you to be able to meet up with your mates. They want things to work well for you because they love you. They also want to fulfill the promise they promise you. Some don't even know they can actually do it to that state, but because it was getting really hard and tough, they had to deny themselves so many things. Some even have to deny their own parents some finances just because they want to meet up with you, with your maybe finance or financial demand, but you ended up not marrying them. So they feel like, you know what, whole world is going to make fun of them. So they will now start thinking there's no need for them to live in this world anymore. Let them just delete themselves, which we're saying is the wrong one. So please, if you know you're no longer on the same page on emotionally with that person, with someone that is sponsoring you, let them know. find a way out to let them know, and also support them to heal, rather than letting it be to the last stage where they will have to be think the only thing they will have to think of is to just delete themselves. Some people even take it to the extent of even making mockery of them. Please don't do that. If you know anyone that does that, please do not join. It's not a good act. You don't know how God is going to deal with you as well. Also, to let us know that it's not all the time that we ask for forgiveness of sin, that God does not give us a punishment to go through. Some people just feel that when they say, God, I'm sorry for what I've done, òtítọ́. No, it doesn't work like that. Even our children, sometimes once we tell them, don't do that, they keep doing it, they come back, they beg. It might be the third or the fourth time. You say, okay, no problem. I'm forgiving you, but you wash the plate for the whole day, or you wash the plate for the whole week. You have something to give them as a form of, consequence to go through. So there are some consequences. It doesn't mean that God is not a forgiving God. So don't think, oh, when is the last stage? I will just ask God for forgiveness. You are not the one to take that normal that decision. God says He will have mercy on those He will have mercy on. It's his own choice. We cannot decide. We can only like start a planning, or this is how we should be, or whatever. But we're not God, and we're not trying to take His place. And to the other woman who a side chick was texting, please do not engage, do not reply. Anyone, I know this person, they might not say this, but in case you have similar scenario, or someone who is happening to, it might not be now, it might be later in the near future, wherever, you'll be able to advise. And I've given scenarios of why, instance of why you should not engage. You don't want to kind of start having a battle of fetish battle, because this person might not stop there. They might tell their parent, they will tell their parent, some of them will tell their parent a false tale, just to make it you know so that they can hurry up. You don't even know who they are talking to, that is also helping them in a bad way. And then you start disgracing yourself and your family. You won't have time to focus on your family. High blood pressure is there. All those things, your health issue matter, your children matters. Let the man go if he wants to go. And if he comes back, and if he survive it and comes back in ably, good luck. If he comes back halfway, if you can do what you can do to assist, and if you can't, good luck to him, because he got himself into mess. And in all, as you're doing that, please remember to continue to pray. Don't just pray and not take action. Please be praying along as well. I pray that everyone have a very safe relationship, and the lady that is backing, disturbing the woman, God will give her work to do, or something to shift the attention from this woman, in Jesus' mighty name. That's it from me, guys. And let me know when you listen to this, what are your advice on this? I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you in my next one. I know someone joined a minute ago. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, please. I'll appreciate that. And share if you can. I'll also appreciate that. And I'll see you in my next one. Do take care. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. I will be. I'll make the thumbnail for the next topic I'll be treating. Maybe today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday. I might be coming on Saturday tomorrow to do something in the evening, or I think so. I might be free tomorrow evening or Sunday evening. And I'll put the thumbnail on. Like I said, I want to keep the live stream as for 1 hour, 30 minutes most of the time, so that it's easier for people to watch. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.